Let's get this draft live. Why don't I like all four quarterbacks, top four quarterbacks this year? I don't blame you. Anthony Richardson is not part of that top four, then I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Mock already filled. Yeah, the mock got filled quick. I clicked the link in the Discord, but I can't seem to join the server. The sleeper, you can't join the sleeper draft or the Discord. It should be good to go. If this isn't working, let me know. Try this again. Try this again, dude. If this isn't working, you were in the Discord, weren't you? I thought you were in the Discord, right? How you gonna time out, man? How you got the number one pick in timeout? How you going the number one pick in timeout, man? How you going the number one pick in timeout? Here's the Discord link. Just try that again and let me know what issues you run into. Love Burrow this year? Why? Y'all are taking Bijan early. Now, I should have never told y'all about Bijan. Now y'all taking Bijan early. Y'all taking my boy away from me, man. Y'all taking my boy away from me. I should have took Jettas right there. So I should have took Jettas. Y'all taking my boy from me, man. I've been trying to I want to get Bijan in every draft. Every draft. Can you show the draft? The draft is it's only on YouTube right now. YouTube. I don't know how to do the format. If you know how to do it, let me know. But I don't know how to do the thing where you can show the draft in there. I can talk about the draft though. So first pick so far, I'll go at the end of each round. I'll go over the picks. All right, how about that? End of each round, I'll go over. Or you can just come to the YouTube. You'll see it all. It's the Justin Henry Show on YouTube. I don't know why I picked Carr over Rome. Yeah, I don't know how Rome slipped that far. Lad McConkey went before him. Considering it was my first super flex, feel like my squad was decent. Always mock, man. Super flex. The thing is, the less super flex you do, the more impressed you're going to be with your team. Like if you're just brand new to it, you're going to come in and not listen. You haven't listened to like anybody else. You haven't said, "Oh, I have to take quarterback early." Like everybody says that. If you kind of have not heard all that stuff, you're going to come out really, really happy with your super flex team. Let's see an auction someday. We've done plenty of auction drafts on here, man. That's my favorite way to draft. They take long though. So on the stream, I'm trying to do as many mocks as I can with people with the community. We've done a couple auction drafts already. If you haven't seen on the page, they're up, but they just take a little bit longer. So today will not be an auction draft. I'll be doing more auction draft content here very soon. Who should my keeper C-Mac? Who should be my keeper, C-Mac or Bijan? I like Bijan better than C-Mac. Bijan sold for me last season, lost me my playoff. Don't worry about last season. We are in fantasy 2024. We are not in fantasy 2023. That's a big thing to remember is that the players that burned you last year could be the players that win you your championship this year, you know? So keep a short-term memory with that. Did Yeatman timeout or am I tripping? Is my shit tripping? There we go. But yeah, be short-term memory. Like we're not playing fantasy last year. We're playing fantasy this year. Like I said, if you're new here and you haven't seen, I will be giving out my rankings for free. If we get 50 people autograph app and use my code JHEN before the stream ends, I'll give out my rankings for free. On there. It'll be on that platform. It will be on that platform. If we can get 50 people to do it. We probably got about 20, 30 people, I'd assume. I don't know. I gotta check it out. The comment earlier was to try 3 wide receivers and 3 flex. I got 3 wide receivers and 2 flex. Hopefully that's good for you. 5 keepers: Mahomes, Achane, Barkley, AJ, and Olave. Thoughts? Good job. You got good upside and floor with those options. 10-team PPR first pick. You already drafted CMC, Achane, Kamara, DJ Moore, Kupp, Kincaid, and Burrow. I think it's a solid team. Probably could have did a little better. Definitely Flex got to have a fresh mindset before the draft. Walter picks. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Rank Waddle, Pittman, Metcalf, Kupp. You can get my rankings. You download the app, you can get my rankings. I'll tell you this: the one I like the most of them is Michael Pittman. Yeah, make sure you got that Discord. If you couldn't get in Discord, let me know. Ayuk or Drake London. I like Ayuk a little bit more right now. We gotta see how this offseason shakes out, though. You snipe my ass on Evans. That's my job, bro. My job is to be a sniper. Tom Brady app. So you don't have to follow me on there. What'll happen is in the fantasy football tab, that's where you'll see my rankings when I post them. If we had to get close though. If we didn't get close, I'm not gonna post them. I'll make y'all do it again. If we didn't get close. If we got close, I'll do it. If we got close. Oh shit. Yeah, if we got close, I'll do it. If we didn't get close, if it wasn't close down there, I'm gonna make y'all do it again. I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. How do you get to the Discord? Click the link I just put in the chat. If you can't access it through the chat, there's a link in my description or on my TikTok page on the top profile. I have a link to everything, man. Everything is in the description or in the link in my bio on TikTok. Best draft strategy this year. What's good? Loving the consistent streams. Appreciate you, Walter Picks. Niners Walter Picks. You know, there was a chance. I talked to the main guy, Sam. I talked to Sam about doing Niner Walter Picks. Didn't end up working out, but love what you guys do over there. Best draft strategy this year. Best available player, as always. Best available player. Best available player. A couple things I'll give you. You know, you hate hearing best available player because you're like, what do I do? Just follow the top 20. I say take the player that you want at that time. That's what I consider best player available. Just ignore positions. That's what I would say, right? Secondly, I think if you're going to be mindful of positions, draft three receivers in the first 6 rounds of 12-team leagues. Draft 2 running backs in the first 5 to 6 rounds of your 12-team leagues. And then start to look at positions after about round 8 or round 9. That's what I would say. All right. Like if you're going to go position, worry about filling your roster up after the top talent is gone, not before the top talent is gone. So that's my strategy. If I'm going to give you guys like internal strategy, I'm not really looking at positions until much later in the draft. Now I'm not going to take 6 running backs in a row. That's not my goal. I'm not going to take 6 receivers in a row, but I'm less worried about position the earlier the draft is. Like I'm not 0 RB. I'm not fade any position at all. Taking the talent that I think is the best at that position. That's what I would have done. Thoughts on pick 212 and 301? Who's available? Are you talking about in this draft right now? Getting Diggs and Cup? I like that. If that's you right there, good job. Diggs and Cup at the 212 and 301. I think that's solid. With CeeDee Lamb, bro, you got a good start. You got to get some running backs. Where's Debo go if you gets traded or sits? He's going to be in the top 12, firmly in the top 12. I might put him like Puka Nacua, right above Puka Nacua. So probably like after Devontae, Garrett Wilson, then Debo. Maybe even ahead of Garrett Wilson. I don't know. I got to see how it shakes out. My mind, sometimes, bro, I'll be doing crazy shit sometimes I get realizations, like with Bijan, right? I had Bijan as my RB2 for like a majority of the offseason. And then I get a realization, like we have to schedule, and I take a harder look at something. I'm like, you know what? I'm just being soft right now. Like, I'm scared to say the wrong thing. Like, fuck that. I'm going to say how I feel. You feel me? So sometimes, you look at consensus or you do your early rankings and you're scared to pivot off of them in a major way. You got to be able to shift with new information. I would recommend that to anybody. All right, let's go. Do I have one running back right now? Mixon's gone. Let's grab Kenneth Walker right here. Appreciate it. You would have been awesome on a team. I already know, man. It's good. You guys got a good squad over there, man. Good luck this season, my man. Keep rolling that page up. You guys are doing an awesome job. CeeDee Lamb 101. No, I got Bijan as my 101 right now. What do you think about Cup falling to the mid-4th? I think that's crazy value. Pearsall would be very good if Ayuk leaves. Yes, him and Juwan Jennings would have sneaky value. I think Juwan Jennings would actually have some sneaky value this year. Hopefully you're able to find the Discord, Ryan. I dropped the link in the chat, and I also dropped it. I told you about it in the description. Hopefully you're able to get that figured out. I don't really like Olave, but at wide receiver 19 value, I'll take it. Thank you. I did the same thing last time. I don't really like Olave either, but I took him at the value. And I think that's about where his value should be, wide receiver 19. So I'm not mad at that. Discord link, it's in my bio. Check the bio. It's in there. I don't know. You might have trouble entering it because they be doing like raid activity and shit. Mark is resolved. Increased activity from normal members. Yes. Okay. Try it now. If you've had trouble entering the Discord, try it now. Because for whatever reason, this thing, like, it won't let like as many people join as it wants. It thinks it's a raid for some reason. I don't fucking understand that shit, dude. I don't understand it. If you've had trouble joining the Discord, try it again now. It's my pick. My pick. Malik Neighbors up there. Yeah, Malik Neighbors is going way too high. What receivers are still there? Oh, okay, bet. Y'all didn't grab either of them? I'm going to go Ridley right here. I might have been able to snipe him later, but yeah, Discord link is in the chat, man. Shout out to all y'all rocking with me through the live, even the ones. Hopefully, I've been able to answer your question. If I haven't answered your question, just ask it again. I'm just not scrolling back up. Dynasty getting an offer, or if you head over to the YouTube page, I'm getting to all those like pretty much in order. That's easier for me to go through. Yo, how can I get in your league, bro? You got to be part of the Discord, part of Dub Club, or part of a paying member on YouTube, or here. You got to be a member on TikTok or on here. So on TikTok or YouTube. So there will be plenty of leagues with me this year. I'm gonna have a lot, and that's the way to get in the league with me this year. Getting an offer ASB. I'm gonna say Brown in a second for Marvin Harrison. Kind of want to hold on to MJ. Yeah, you should do that. Just hold on to Harrison. That's base. A 20-25 second could be good. That's so far like just hold on to Marvin Harrison, bro. Hold on to him. Think about that. Would you do that for like a Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase right now? You wouldn't. So hold that kind of value. He could be a top 5 guy in a couple years. Smiz, appreciate you as always, Doug. Is it tiered rankings? Yes, it'll be tier. I got tiers, ranking tiers, and then a top 250 sheet too. I think my team is cooked. It's never too. I would say this, don't count out the later rounds. The later rounds, sometimes you can find a lot of value and make up for some L's down there. What do you think of my Achane picking there in the 4th? I would have taken him if you didn't. I would have taken him there, so I don't mind it. It's either him or Kenneth Walker for me. Actually, I probably would have took Rachaad White over him. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it was a good pick still. I don't mind it. Thoughts on Javonte Williams? I got to see that he earns the starting role. That's the one thing I'm kind of concerned about with Javonte Williams is he hasn't just clearly earned the starting role. I think he's the best back there, but who knows what crazy ass Sean Payton, man. He's crazy as hell. How many games do you think Rice is out? He could be a massive steal. You know what? Rashee Rice is a hard player to figure out because he could get a 4-game suspension. He could get a 12-game suspension. He could be suspended next year. And I didn't really even put thought into he could be suspended next year until my boy Pravat mentioned it. But that could be the case. Like if his court case gets delayed and it's through the season, I moved him up into like my wide receiver 4 rankings, but he would, if he has no suspension this year, he should be a high-end wide receiver 3 at Florida. Like that's where we should be taking him. You think Kyle Pitts has a breakout season? Absolutely. Williams is mid. I don't mind that take. Derrick Henry will be top 3 round. Yeah, he's going to be a top 3 round pick for sure. Do you like Kenneth Walker? Yes, I absolutely love Kenneth Walker. I have him rated as I think it's my RB15. Best time for a mock auction here would be Friday after work. Enjoy a long draft with the ice. I got you. I'll do that next week. Next week we can do a mock. We can do an auction. I got you. Auction draft coming next week. Y'all left Godwin for me? That's crazy. That's crazy. Traded Rice and James Cook in a 3rd for Tyreek in a 25 first. Damn, you came up. Good job. Good job, Brayden. That's a good deal. 25 first for Rashee Rice, James Cook in a 3rd. Great job. Get your dub this year, bro. Get your dub. Get your dub this year. If you had trouble getting into Discord, try getting in now. That's the one thing I'll say. I don't know if you've tried it since then, but try getting in now. I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't make any sense, bro. I got to figure this shit out. It's probably some stupid setting I set up too. That's typically how it works out. Probably something I did. Probably something I did. Auctions are sick, definitely difficult but entertaining. The reason why auction drafts are so fun is because you get exactly the players that you want, or if you get caught slipping, you got caught slipping, right? But for the most part, you can draft the team that you want. So they can be incredibly fun or also incredibly frustrating at times too. So, man, am I gonna keep? I'll keep taking everything on right here, bro. I probably should have waited a little longer, but I should have took a fucking running back. That was dumb, Jahan. I should have took a running back there. I should have took Zamir White right there. I should have took Zamir White right there. That was a dumb pick. That was a dumb pick. I can admit it. I should have took Zamir White right there. I should have took Zamir White, bro. God damn, bro. Couldn't load image. Refresh. Why is this shit? Complete the verification. What is going on, bro? Of course, I'm on TikTok, and TikTok be giving me issues, bro. It says I got 4 minutes because there's inactivity on here, right? And then it's asking me to load an image, and I'm reporting that image is not shown. Can't complete verification. That makes 0 sense, bro. Inactivity during your live. Is it paused right now? Is the live paused on TikTok? Yo, I'm gonna close out of the live on TikTok, man. They don't want me to be live no more, so I'll see y'all later on TikTok. I'm gonna just go straight to the YouTube because this is crazy, bro. Why is this shit not doing this, bro? Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. I'm gonna exit all this shit, bro. That's crazy they do that to me, man. TikTok be funny with this shit, bro. Do you like where I got Hurts? You got Hurts in the 4th round. I don't love it, but it's not a bad spot. It's not a bad spot. As you can see, you might have been able to get Hurts on the way back. It's just Anthony Richardson didn't go till 2 rounds later. Lamar Jackson didn't go till 2 rounds later. So because of how the draft played out, I don't like where you got Hurts. I joined the Dub Club. Bradley, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully you find it resourceful. If you're not getting what you need out of the Dub Club, I've talked to Cade. Cade normally, you know what I'm saying? He be hitting me up, man. Shout out to my boy Cade. But he lets me know, man. And so I'm trying to provide value. If any of you guys are on Dub Club and you feel like you want more value out of it or you're not getting enough, I think I'm providing a lot. But if not, just let me know. And I'll do as much as I can to make sure you guys are getting your 25 a month out of that, like easily. That's my goal, man. So my goal isn't the cost, it's to get you the information. Are you worried about Zach Charbonnet with K9? Zach Charbonnet with K9? No, not at all. I'm not really worried about Zach Charbonnet at all. I'm not drafting a whole lot of him because I like Kenneth Walker. So I think Kenneth Walker, if you're asking it the opposite way, like, do I think Kenneth Walker is going to be hurt by Zach Charbonnet? I don't think so. I think there's a room for them both in this offense. Godwin and Mike Evans stack is crazy. Yeah, I did a lot of that last year too. I've been getting a lot of that. It's just they're both valuable. Like, for whatever reason, people don't believe in that Tampa Bay offense. It's kind of wild to me. Kind of wild to me. Kind of wild. About to drop another post on TikTok too, man. Fuck them guys, bro. My turn? Oh, yeah. What risk with Bijan? My turn? Shit. All right, 20 seconds left. I got a QB. What QBs are left? Let's go Jaden Daniels here. Ooh, did I just do that over Burrow and Purdy? Did I just do that? That's a little early. That's a little early. That's a little early. I just wanted to secure Jaden Daniels. That is a little early, though. I wanted to get him in this draft, but that was too early. They don't believe in Baker. A lot of people don't believe in Baker Mayfield, which to me, I'm like, he kind of proved last year that he belongs. It wasn't like it was a fluke. It's not like he started hot and then finished the season terrible. It's like he was good, made the playoffs. Didn't they win a playoff game too? Like, and now he's back with Liam Cohen, who was there with him when he was on the Rams. He's with Liam Cohen, so he knows the offense already. I don't know. I just don't understand why people wouldn't believe in Baker Mayfield or Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Both of those guys are going too late for me. Way too late. It doesn't make sense. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. It does not make sense. Does not make sense. How's y'all Friday going? Y'all Friday going good, man? I got, I got a lot of content coming y'all way. Draft guide. I thought I would have it done by this week. It is not ready yet. It'll probably be more like a next week thing. Hopefully get it. I'm trying to get it out before the end of the month, like much before the end of the month, so we can make revisions to it if needed. But that will be uploaded here soon. The weekly rankings just dropped on Dub Club, so you can go through those. And like I said, I'm going to update those weekly. So I appreciate you guys supporting me. You know what I mean? I do, and I'm gonna try to get you as much shit as I can this year. Put out a ton of videos too over the weekend. So I have a lot of content scheduled. So if you're looking for shit to watch, it will be there. Some of it's not like the shit with me and Dub. If you've seen the shows with me and Dub, that's actually good if you're just looking for like football content or basketball content, betting content. We talk about like betting odds in there. If you're looking for like different opinion, me and Tyler have our show. Me and him kind of go back and forth. We don't really view fantasy the same way, but he puts out information in a really, really good way. So me and him go back and forth on there. And then obviously we got the mock drafts. Most of the time, those are going to be on Fridays, sometimes other times throughout the week. And then I'll be dropping random videos here and there about breakout players, hot takes, how the first couple rounds of your draft should go. I'll be dropping those here very soon. Very soon. I actually like Baker as a quarterback in real life. Of course, fantasy-wise, he isn't a starter or anything or near that, but he's competent enough to let Evans and Godwin be useful. Rain, you said that with kind of a little, you know what I'm saying? You said he's not useful as a starter, but what if he is, though? What if we're undervaluing him? What if he really is useful as a starter? That's something to take a look at, too, is like, I do not like Brock Bowers here, but I already got a tight end. Damn it, I should not have taken Evan Ingram when I did. Let's just go Coleman for now. I should not have taken Evan Ingram when I did. Damn it. This should have been – I would have felt much better about my team if this was Zamir White. But what was I saying? Oh. You were talking about Baker Mayfield real quick. I'll show this. Baker Mayfield last year, we said he wasn't startable. Baker Mayfield was the QB 10 last year. I know there was a lot of injured quarterbacks last year, which kind of helped a lot of other players like their value, like Dak and Jordan Love, and Brock was like QB 6. So if you made it through the whole season last year, you were probably higher. But like Baker was startable last year, and if you look at his game log, oh shit, I did it again. If you look at Baker's game log, where's my mouse at? Hopefully, is it my pick? Not yet. If you look at Baker Mayfield's game log, there wasn't a whole lot of just like, when you look at, there wasn't a whole lot of just like terrible, terrible games. 18, that's the projection. 16, 18, 11, 23. He had a bad game here. 17, 21, 19, 19, 11, 14, 10, 20, 29, 19, 18. Like really good. And I think they had the division clinched here. So he didn't, now he just played like shit. But yeah, I think Baker's actually really good value. I'm not going to hold you. Not going to hold you. Oh my God, I do this all the time, bro. This team, I didn't like how I finished this draft. I should have definitely took a running back here. Should have took a running back here or here. Did not like how this draft finished out. Look at the wide receiver drop off. Just look at my team. That's where you know the drop off is. Okay, what team are you? Toker, right? Yeah, damn. That fifth and sixth round. Like I said, if you don't get 3 receivers here early, it gets a lot harder to fill your team up down here with receivers. So I don't think you have to go early receiver. I just think you have to get 3 in the first 5 to 6 rounds. You have to. It's a must. It's a must. It's also very true. Yeah, he was good, man. Baker was good. And I think he started him on 12 team leagues. And like 10 team leagues, maybe not, but 12 team, I think he would be like last resort starter if you kind of just messed up in your draft. But that's why I always say wait on quarterback, because there's plenty of quarterbacks this year. Are people sleeping on Zeke? I know it's not the Rico show. I think there's just too much risk with Zeke, and I think we're probably sleeping more on Dowdle than we are on Zeke. Because Zeke, I don't know if the team wants to give him starters touches. I think they just want to have a balanced attack. And I think Zeke can be good, but what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't, right? What if he's mid? What if he's like 600 with like 6 touchdowns? There's always that possibility too. So maybe lower. So I think you can call it sleeping, but he's an older back. Was a backup last year in New England. I think they trust Rico Dowdle too. So I almost think we're sleeping too hard on Rico Dowdle. And I really like Zeke too. Like I think there's a role for Zeke. But the more I've started to think about it, like I said, it's the same thing I did with Bijan. The more I've started to think about it, the more and I got to update that too. The more I think we might be sleeping a little bit on Rico Dowdle, who's damn near free in drafts. I don't even know if he gets drafted on like in the drafts we've done. I don't even know what his ADP is. I'm gonna take him just for the hell of it, just so I can come back to this. Dowdle. How do you spell his last? I don't even know how to spell dude's last name. Rico. I thought it was W. Did he already get picked? Somebody took him already. Let's just take Caleb for the hell of it. Who took Rico Dowdle? Did somebody just take him? Somebody took him a little while ago. All right. Yeah, I think Rico Dowdle might be like, we might be undervaluing him. I know I am. I'm undervaluing him. I did an auction draft for the first time and I loved it. Bro, it's so much better. It takes longer, but it is so much better than standard. Standard's like your luck of the draft pick. And you're like, do I get the 10th pick? Do I get the 8th pick? Do I get the 4th pick? Shit like that. So I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'll do standard just because it's fun, but I much rather prefer auction. What do I do, Jahan? There's no way I don't take Taylor and Gibbs there. Then, so what happens is, okay, good question, Gibbs. Is the draft over? Very good question. And then Pickens was my 3rd round pick. And then I took Kelce because I'd rather have him over Zay, Amari, and shit. So this is where you have to decide, right? If you go running back position early, like so you did Gibbs and Taylor, you better have 3 receivers. Now you're kind of eliminating any running backs from your repertoire, or you're taking another high-end running back there, right? So instead of thinking I have to take Pickens or I have to take a running back, I would have just skipped on Kelce. At that point, you skip on Kelce because you're like, I got to get these receivers. I got to get 3 receivers in the first 6 rounds. I would have skipped on Kelce or Lamar Jackson, right? So at the Kelce pick, you also had like Zay Flowers was there, but Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Calvin Ridley, T. Higgins. Now you're kind of reaching for one of the guys. I don't know which ones you like, but one of the guys you like there. So now if you have Pickens and you have Amari Cooper, let's say, you got Jaden Reed, and then down here you have a Chris Godwin or Malik Neighbors if you like him, right? Now you got 4 strong receivers, 3, all 4 can start. Now you're looking down here for value at, you're looking at the bottom of your draft for value at quarterback and tight end. So if you're going to suffer somewhere, I think tight end is a better place to suffer. Quarterback's a better place to suffer than running back or receiver. If you go 2 wide receiver, 2 running backs early, you got to dial in 3 receivers that you absolutely like in the next 4 picks. You have to. You only went 2. That's probably why you're not feeling good about your receiving core. You absolutely need to get 3 receivers before the 6 rounds are done in 12-team leagues. And remember, we also have extra flex. I forgot that in the middle of this draft. I shouldn't have took Jaden Daniels or Evan Ingram, but I forgot we had the extra flex in this draft too. Sorry, I skipped your question. Why would you take Barkley over London? Or because I like Barkley. I like Barkley way better than London. And where's the wide receiver 1 cutoff? Like when it turns from wide receiver 1 to wide receiver 2 material. I think the wide receiver, the thing is, we have like six locked in wide receiver 1s. And I think between wide receiver 7 and wide receiver probably like 20, you could interchange those guys. Like there's going to be people that have Marvin Harrison way higher than I do. There's going to be people that have Devontae Adams in the wide receiver 2 conversation. Some people got Debo high. Some people got London high. Some people got Pittman low. Like you'll see a bunch of different rankings in that area. So I think that's where the cutoff is. It's right after like AJ Brown, Jamar Chase. And then if you like Puka, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Diggs, Nico, Kupp, like there's so many question marks just in that area. That's where I say personally. I think after wide receiver 6, it's kind of up in the air at that point. Keenan Ridley, yeah, you could have done Keenan Ridley. And don't worry about if it's too early. You know what I'm saying? Like the values are on Kelsey, but Kelsey might have fell to you too. There was only, by the time you picked, there'd only been four tight ends that went off the board. Like Mark Andrews was still there. And do you really think there's going to be a huge difference points-wise between Kelsey and Mark Andrews, a 2-round difference, versus if you would have took, say you like Amari Cooper there, the difference between Amari Cooper and then like a Malik Neighbors might be heavier, or I don't know, Roma Dunze, Godwin, you know what I mean? Like that's where I'm thinking. I'm thinking Kelsey's going to be 905, 908, or 910, let's say. And then 1,010. Let's call Kelsey 1,010. And let's call Mark Andrews 808 or 908 if he stays healthy. Like it's not a big difference. I would say at the tight end, the early tight ends. And then George Kittle is way down there. Kyle Pitts is down there. I don't know. I see what you're saying, but that's why I try to avoid doubling back at the running back position, but I'm not mad that you did that. It's just if you take the value there, it'll hurt you somewhere else. Are you rating teams? You know what? I'm not gonna rate. I'll rate teams. I'll rate teams real quick. I'll rate teams. Man, Rohit, you on my shit, huh? Why would you take Barkley over Taylor with Jalen Hurts maybe taking away TD potential? The funny part about this is I could literally look at the Colts and say the exact same thing with Anthony Richardson. It's the same concern. The only thing is Saquon Barkley pass catches. He's behind a better offensive line, probably tied to a more secure offense. So, and I think he's a better back than Jonathan Taylor. So why wouldn't I take Saquon Barkley, who's motivated, who gets to go against the Giants twice a year? You know what I mean? Like Anthony Richardson's going to be vulturing a lot of touchdowns, as we saw he did earlier in the first part of last year. So I love Barkley over Taylor this year. It's not like by a lot. I got Barkley as my running back. I think he's my running back 4, and Taylor's my running back 5 or running back 3, maybe. I can't remember exactly. I have it: Bijan, CMC, Brees, Saquon, JT, Gibbs. That's how I have it. So, I mean, if you want to put Taylor ahead of Saquon, by all means. I have them ranked in the same tier. It's not that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. We're taking them early, and if you take the guy you want, and obviously Jalen Hurts is an Eagles fan. That's why you take Saquon Barkley. I just thought Ridley was too high for where Kelsey was going. Yeah, I don't think so. I like Ridley. I like Ridley a lot. So I Cooper, Keenan, Ridley, get your guy. Don't worry about ADP. You only get one pick you get 2 picks every 24, right? Like, especially when you're at the turn. You only get 2 picks every 24 picks. You can't get every player. So if you have a player's value and you're kind of adjusting your values, I don't like reaching on a player, but a reach is like probably 2 rounds, not like 12 picks. You know what I mean? I don't mind reaching. I love getting value too. I'm the same way, but I don't think Kelsey at the top of the 4th was like that incredible value. I'm just going to be honest with you. I do think Lamar Jackson right there was incredible value, but I don't think Kelsey right there was like this crazy value, especially when McBride went in the 5th. That's probably the pick I'm like, you could do better there. That's the one pick. But it's less likely. What do you mean it's less? What's less likely? It's tough. I just mean it's tough between them not to be on your case. Are you good, bro? I'm just gonna give you shit for asking me. But I like Saquon better, and I think if you liked Taylor or if you liked who was the other player you said? Did you say another player? London. By all means, it's yours. Like, take it. How are we looking on autograph? I signed up. If we get 50 signups, I'm gonna text my boy right now, see where we're at. I'm gonna text my boy, see what we got. All right, let me rate these teams. You guys want to do one more mock? Or are we all done? How y'all feeling? Let me know in the comments. All right, first squad: CD, Diggs, Cup, Keenan. Good job on the receiving core. I think you did well with your running backs there. I was kind of expecting your running backs to be shit, but you got Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, Mostert, Gus Edwards. You got good starters. Maybe a little bit more upside, but I think you did good there. Dallas Goedert, Purdy. I like this team. I can tell I like this team. So this is a good squad. I'm just so you know, I'm starting to fall out of love with Quentin Johnston, just in that offense in general, especially if they do go get another receiver. I'm kind of not liking Quentin Johnston as much this year, but Rashad Bateman, I love the pick there. I give this team 8.2. I like how this is gonna be a strong team, especially when you consider you're starting two flex spots. So good job. Tyreek Hill, Debo, Jalen Waddle, Cook, Stevenson, Romo Dunze there at the flex. You got Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, good job. Lad McConkey there. Zach Charbonnet. So Charbonnet and Tyler Algier being your RB3 is probably going to be an issue because you didn't have very strong running backs. I like this team, though. I just feel like your flex spots are going to be ass. I give this team like a 7.8. 7.8. I think you did a good job. I just would have liked to see stronger flex options. Bijan, Derrick Henry, Najee, Pittman, Cooper, Deontay. Oh, yeah. You missed on this one. You missed on the second half. You got Trey McBride. You got the quarterback tight end stack there with Murray, McBride, Pittman, Cooper, and then Deontay Johnson as your wide receiver 3 is going to hurt you, bro. And then you got Singletary and Joshua Palmer for your flex options. I think this team's a little rough. I probably just want like a 7-7. Fantasy BDM with McCaffrey, Jacobs, Rashad White, Spears. So good job at your running backs. Really strong running back play there. You're probably going to have your running backs as your flex because your receivers are terrible, bro. You got Hollywood Brown as your 2, Jamison Williams as your 3rd, Jacoby Myers 4th, A.D. Mitchell, and then Ricky Pearsall. You're going to have 3 of these guys out of your 5 hits. So if you believe in them, I think you got good upside, but that's all that is just upside. There's a lot of risk baked in that you don't even have 3 startable receivers there. Like if Rashee Rice is back, if Hollywood Brown is just mid like he always has been, he's an 800-yard guy. Jamison Williams has to prove a lot. Jacoby Myers should be solid as like a flex option. A.D. Mitchell has a lot to prove. He's probably the number 3 receiver in that offense. And then Pearsall needs a Ayuk trade. I don't like this team. I'm not going to lie to you. This is probably like a 7-6. I'm not going to rank my team. I don't think I did that. I think I could have done better. I like the start of it. I wish I would have did something here. Messed up with the pick. I'll give this team like an 8 though. Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams is a backup. I'll give this team an 8. I don't love it though. All right, Holly, we got Jefferson, Ayuk, DK, and Higgins. Good job. Achane, DeAndre Swift, Javonte, Chuba Hubbard. Good job on the running backs. Then Ferguson and Anthony Richardson. This team is good. You need Anthony Richardson to hit for sure, and Jake Ferguson to hit for sure too. But I think with the receivers you have, you could afford a little bit of risk. You also got Devin Achane, which is a little bit of risk. DeAndre Swift and Javonte. One of those guys should pan out. I give this team like an 8-1. Probably closer to an 8 than an 8-1. Yeatman got Chase London, Tank Dell, Watson, Curtis Samuel with ETN, Zamir White, Jalen Hurts is a quarterback, Andrews there. So if you like Tank Dell, I think you'll be happy with this team. I'm not a big Tank Dell fan, so to me that sticks out as kind of like a weak link when you could have got like a Terry McLaurin or Jaden Reed, just somebody different. That Chris Godwin there. But if you like Tank Dell and you think he's higher than that, obviously you're gonna like the team a little bit more. And then down low, I like how you got Watson and Samuel for the floor upside, kind of stacked there. You guys, they really get for a little bit of upside too. Kamani Vidal is your RB3 or RB4, excuse me. So you got some upside there. I think this is a decent team to eat, man. Probably like an 8. I'd say like an 8. Actually, more like a 7-9 because I don't like Tank Dell. I didn't like that pick. If you did something a little different there, I think that team would have been stronger. Slightly. Brees Hall, Jonathan Brooks did not address the running back position. Hopefully you can pick some up. Jonathan Brooks has to even be a starter week 1 for this to be a competitive team. Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore, Malik Neighbors. You went all young guys. Xavier Worthy, Romeo Dobbs. You have a lot of youth on this team with Harrison, Neighbors, Brooks, Xavier Worthy. Like you're trusting the rookies a lot. Brock Bowers. So I'd be careful with playing with the dynasty mindset in a redraft league. If it hits, maybe you have a potential playoff team here, but this is like a 7-5 to me. Mixon, Chubb, Jalen Warren, Bijan, or Brian Robinson, excuse me. AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers, Christian Kirk, Rashee Rice. Good job there. Depth at receiver. Nick Chubb, you need him to play, but you got Brian Robinson you could throw in there. Jalen Warren could be a flex if you needed. Good job here. TJ Hawkinson expected to be out for he might start the season on PUP, so be careful with that. Be careful with TJ Hawkinson this year. The name value is there, but that will definitely be a second half guy. I think this team is like an 8-1 to me. I like what you did here. You need a couple things to work out for you, though. All right, Puka, Nico, D-Hop, Brian Thomas with Kyron Williams, Dave Montgomery. Not a fan of this team. Not going to lie to you, Ronald. Blake Corum and Zeke. You got CJ Stroud at quarterback, Laporta. Good job there at the quarterback and tight end. But it looks a little kind of leaky to me at receiver. Like you got Nakua who's in a split. You got Nico who's in a 3-man. Hopkins is kind of in a bad split. Brian Thomas is in a 3-man. So you got a bunch. You don't really have like an alpha receiver. And then I say at running back too, you got committee backs. Kyron's part of a committee with Corum, who you got both of. Like you need one of them to be out. Dave Montgomery's a backup. Zeke is part of might be part of a committee. So I'm not a huge fan of this team. This is like a 7-7 to me. Jalen Hurts got Saquon with Pacheco and Connor. Good job. Eckler down there. Adam Smith, Terry McLaurin, JSN. Good job on the receivers. Dontavian Wicks down there for some upside if it hits. Joe Burrow and David Njoku. I like the value where you got Joe Burrow. I think this team is okay. This is probably a playoff team. I'll give this an 8. Saquon, Pacheco, Adam Smith, McLaurin. Maybe a little better. This is actually probably more like an 8-1, 8-2. Tucker Jones. I know you're not upset. You didn't like your receiving core. Gibbs, Taylor with Pickens, Reed, Addison, Coleman. Yeah, your receiver just lacks a lot. You'd have a lot of making up to do at the receiver position. I think your running backs are good. This team could probably still, like, you'd have to be active during the season. This is like a 7-8. It's not too far away, though, if you can make some good ad drops. All right. Do another one. Y'all want to do another one? 70 more mocks. 70 more mocks. Holy shit. Start the quick draw rating from 12 spot and back. Let's go. No, we're not doing that, homie. Can I hop in the mocks? Do another one. 10 more mocks. My God. We will be doing a lot of mock drafts over the year. I think I'm going to call it for today. Appreciate you guys tapping in. I will see how we did on autograph. I'll stream tomorrow. If you guys see me stream tomorrow, that means we hit it and I release the rankings on there. Okay. That's what it means. If we didn't, that means I didn't hit the threshold. I will upload it tomorrow so you see the video. I will be live tomorrow if we hit the 50 and the rankings are up. All right. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I will see y'all later. Peace out.